As usual, her eyes opened at the very first ring of the alarm. She got up from the bed immediately. Before going to the washroom, she stopped near her grandfather's bed to make sure his breathing was steady. Only when the soft rhythm of his snores comforted her heart, she quietly opened and closed the door again before stepping out. She was heading towards the stairs when she suddenly stopped. The tiny cooing sounds stole away her attention. A smile spread across her lips without her realizing it. The sound was coming from the room next to the storeroom. It was Samra's room, and these days she was staying there with her little bundle of joy. The door was unlocked. That wasn't unusual, since the main gate and the staircase door were always locked at night, so there was nothing to worry about. The room glowed with the dim light of the night bulb. Samra's quilt had almost slipped off the bed, and she herself was fast asleep, blindfold over her eyes, snoring softly. Her gaze, however, was drawn to the real source of charm that had pulled her into the room, 6-month-old Abdullah. With all his strength, he had managed to kick apart the cradle his grandmother had so carefully set, and now he was sprawled out, trying hard to put his tiny toes into his mouth. She walked forward smiling, picked up the quilt and tucked it gently over Samra. Then she moved to the baby cot, carefully pulled a blanket over Abdullah and lifted him into her arms. "Your mornings always begin with me, don't they, my little Prince Abdullah?" she whispered, her voice soft and playful. Still holding him, she picked up his empty milk bottles, switched off the night bulb, and stepped out. But when she noticed the kitchen light already on, she frowned in surprise. Seeing Rashid inside, busy at work, left her even more puzzled. Rashid turned at the sound of her voice, startled. "You're awake, little Bibi. Should I make some tea or something for you?" His tone always carried respect for her. "Oh no, I just came to get milk for Abdullah." "But you didn't tell me. Does Wasif have another trip today?" she asked. Rashid chuckled at her words. "No, little Bibi. If Wasif Bhai had a trip, there would be no secrecy about it. He would have been announcing the menu 4 days in advance." He smiled. "This time, it's the young master. I'm just making coffee for him. Here, give me those empty bottles. I'll wash them and prepare them again." Everyone in the house knew exactly whom Rashid referred to as the young master. And the moment that title left his lips, the color drained from Amsal's face. Rashid noticed the change instantly. To distract her, he tried to keep talking. Amsal stepped forward, pulled out a prepared bottle of fresh milk from the fridge, and placed it in the microwave. Her tone turned flat as she instructed him. "Rashid, don't serve him plain coffee. First, give him some lassi, then the coffee." Rashid nodded obediently. "I will, Baji, but honestly, I don't think he'll refuse. The young master, he isn't one for stubbornness or anger. He's just very serious, speaks little, but has the heart of a true dervish." Rashid kept talking, while inside Amsal, fire and smoke were rising. Without another word, she hurried out of the kitchen. At that very moment, he entered through the main door, surely returning from the mosque after prayer. He wore a black khadar suit with a warm brown shawl draped over his shoulders. Without sparing her a glance, he headed straight toward Dada's room, ignoring her existence, just as she always ignored his. And Amsal, instead of going upstairs to her own bedroom, where she no longer wished to step, slipped away into the spare room, her heart whispering a silent prayer. "Ya Allah, let this time pass safely until Ammi and Abba return from Umrah."